Hello friends, let's create a practical using C# basics and we just implement the object-oriented concepts. So this is the .NET environment. This is actually an IDE for Visual Studio 2013 where we can implement some of the object-oriented concepts as well as we can use some C# basic programs. So let's create a new project. So we have to create some application. It's a console based application. So I'm creating console based application. Before that you can set a path to save all the project folders. So on a, let's say E drive, I'm creating my folder. Let's say my videos, or this is my, let's say, practical SYMCA practicals 2017. Select that folder and just give the name as, let's say, practical number 1. So I've divided this practical into two sections. One is just executing a C# program, a simple C# program, and the second practical is we need to implement object-oriented concepts such as inheritance, polymorphism, and so on. So this is the environment. Now let's write a simple program in the C#. Let's declare a variable. Let's assign, just take the values in this X. Let's take the second value. You can display the message also. This console is your class, WriteLine is a method, console class. Just enter the first number, semicolon. Similarly, enter the second number. And after that you can perform some operations for X and using X and Y. So yeah, if you want to display the resultant console.WriteLine, so let's say addition is X plus 5. Then you can have subtraction for X and Y. So we can have multiplication and so on. The last statement required is console.read, so that it will display the output. It will hold that screen, output screen. This is the execution button. Execute it. It will ask you for enter the number. So just enter the numbers. First number, second number. So we'll find the output. So this is the first part A of this practical. Part B is we need to implement OPS concepts. So here you can add a class. Let's say I'm adding an employee class. So this will be my base class. So it can have properties like emp code, emp name, and you can have some methods. For example, public void get employee details. Can have parameters, let's say int equal string name. So this is my getter function where I can set these values. Code equals to ecode and emp name equals to ename. I can display this by display employee, but there is no need to pass the parameters here. We need to just display these values. What are the values that we have set? So here, no need of this. So here, if you want to display something, so you need to have console dot write line emp code is equals to emp code. Select this. Similarly, display the emp name. So we have display function and get function, and this is my employee class. The next thing is, let's create a derived class. So just right click, add new item. I can have one derived class, let's say a manager class. So this is my derived class which will extend employee class. A manager can have their own properties and can have their own functions, right? So here I'll keep it as it is. Now let's see the inheritance concept in the program.cs. I'll just making this part as a commented part. Now let's implement the oops concept. So I'm creating the object of a derived class equals to new manager. Now when I'll do obj dot, you'll find the methods that are actually inheriting from your base class. So these are get employee details. So your first parameter would be my employee integer values 101 and the employee name. Let's say GL sim. I want to display these values, so obj dot display employee details. So first test this application whether it will be executing or not. So execute it. So you'll find the details from the base class. So here we have created the object of a derived class. And call the methods of our base classes. That is actually inheritance. So in the same way we can implement polymorphism, some other features of object oriented. Thank you.